A story in 5 words.
The left goes after Elon.
Why aren't people on the right wing concerned about human rights? They're human too. Elon Musk says empathy is don't be fooled by the empathy trap.
Yes.
Stick to your agenda and what's best for you.
Holy
Start feeling bad for so-and-so. They're on their own thing. Look out for number one. It's wait a minute. Empathy is not a trap. Empathy is a superpower.
Joe, that's like listening to, if Blue Sky tweets came to life. That's exactly what it sounded like. That was actor John C. Reilly attacking Musk for not having empathy, the guy who's done more for humanity than probably any living human being on Earth.
Exactly. Remind us of that when something from Neuralink helps a paraplegic walk again.
When has he helped anybody except for Step Brothers? Great film. Yeah, they like that more than Neuralink.
This to me is a classic example of the left acting like they don't understand what words mean.
Yeah.
It's not an empathy trap by being too empathetic. It's being a sucker. Being a sucker is not being empathetic. And they do this all the time. It's like when they act like they can't tell the difference between immigration and illegal immigration.
Yeah.
It's like saying you can't tell the difference between driving and drunk driving.
Yeah.
And if you say, well, I don't think drunk driving is good, they say, well, people have to get to work. Well, that guy waving the bottle of Tito's out the window, he just went through a schoolyard? That's a little bit different. I mean, fortunately, it's a schoolyard at a Somali daycare, so no children were hurt. But I think you still get the point.
Yeah.
They act like they don't know what these words mean, and it's just silliness.
Yeah, Kat, California Democrat Ro Khanna accused Musk of indirectly killing 4.5 million children. Killing 4.5 million children as a result of Doge spending cuts. And I think Musk is going to sue. Do you think he has a case?
I mean, probably not, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean that that's a cool thing to say.
Yeah.
To accuse somebody of the mass murder of millions of kids without any reason to really do so. I think that, he was talking about, I think, the UNICEF cuts, which really, you can look at the list of what was actually being funded there that was being cut, and it wasn't keeping kids alive. It was correlation, not causation, that this whole thing came from. But also, I think there's this idea, which I don't understand if it's not understood or if people are being willfully obtuse here on the left. When you hear a conservative say, okay, I don't think the government should be involved in solving this problem, it does not equal not caring about the problem or not having empathy for people suffering. It just means that you see the solution as being a different one.
Right.
It's very different from not caring about the problem.
Yes, amen. Tom, why do Dems always immediately go to the you kill people argument? They just jump to the end.
And he assumed, well, they're the right wing. They have no empathy. They're human too. No, we're not. But John C. Reilly, an issue we don't talk about enough is ugly privilege. Because in Hollywood, you assume everybody's good looking. So then when someone is really ugly in a movie, you're like, that guy must be a good actor. He's so hideous looking, And then he plays dumb guys. So he's like, and you're like, wow, he's really amazing the way he plays a learning disabled. No, he's just dumb. He's a dumb guy. You see him in the podcast, you're like, oh, that's just like one of his dumb characters.
Yeah, it's true. They do have privilege, like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, exactly.
How did he get on screen? It's a dog. Woof, woof, Brian.
Right, I don't judge men.
Yeah, you don't.
But I will say this. I thought this is all built off what he said about Gad Saad's book, Suicidal Empathy.
Yeah.
Because, for example, if you say, these poor drug addicts, let's give them needles. These homeless people, let's give them money. You think you're showing empathy and sympathy, but you're making things worse. What Elon Musk says, I'll solve your problem, but money and needles are not going to solve the problem. Use your head. He just sits there and thinks, okay, I have a heart, and I'm going to show you, and that's why when you cut these programs, you're killing people. So I thought I'd go back in time, being that Ro Khanna wants to go back in time and said you never should cut USAID when he was on the Doge committee. This is what he cut. Men's circumcisions, free money, $17 million to Mozambique to give them circumcisions. Diversity scholarships in Burma. Green energy EVs to Vietnam. They also have the Iraqi Sesame Street, cost us $13 million. So because of all this, He's now listed as murdering millions of children.
Yeah.
I think this is absolutely insane. He's trying to be president. And I don't think this is the way to go, but I never ran for president.
You say
Yeah.
the circumcisions got cut?
Right. Right. Yeah, no longer.
All right, enough of that dirty humor. I won't have it here.
Really?
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.